for a variety of reasons, I ended up selling weed all the way till I was about 27 years old, which is pretty embarrassing to say, but it's true. I mean, it's what I did like full time. That was my full, um, that was my employment. That was how I generated income from about 20 to 26, 27, the end of 26. Then after that, I had an experience that got me acting in a completely different direction. And I ended up working uh, for a small business that my parents had started and ran. Worked in the warehouse, making $15 an hour, which is what I believe is now minimum wage. This was a while ago, 7 or 8 years ago, and I I really changed my life because I realized that I needed to live differently. I was off track, if you will, and to make up for it, I started living a completely different way, much more conservative, traditional way. Worked I was started working in the warehouse, worked my way up to more of like a sales manager position. I found some success in that, and was just saving up money, contributing to my 401k. Got a car, it's completely paid off. Um, got an apartment, just saving money, being normal. Like, ooh, maybe I should save up, put a down payment on a house, be a normal person. And I started to realize that I wasn't happy. Um, I was living a life that I didn't want to do. I was taking on I was going to be taking on a different role, a new sales role at this company my parents had started, and their main sales guy, he made a lot of money. He was probably in his early 50s. He made a lot of money, and I was going to be learning from him, doing basically get on that track. And I had to really think about it, and I was like, well, if I stick on this track, I could probably end up making a lot of money. I'll be making a lot of money when I'm 50, for sure. I really had to think about that. Like, is that how I want to end up? I mean, I liked the guy, and yeah, he did well for himself. Um, but I was like, am I willing to do what I would have to do to get there? Like, if I end up in his position, like, will I be happy? Will I be proud? Is that what I want to do with my life? And it was a resounding no. But I was very scared about what I was going to do because I was just like, I just want to quit my job. And I didn't know what I wanted. Um, I was starting to get really depressed. And eventually I got to the point where I just had to shut everything down, turn my phone off, and I just went into the woods for a few days. I drove up to New Hampshire, slept in my car, no phone, bathed in the river, and I had money saved up. I could have stayed at a hotel, whatever. I don't know. I didn't want to. I don't know. And so I literally just slept in my car, read, and went hiking for 4 days and sleep in the river. And I was just by myself and go get food by myself. And I realized that it was the happiest I'd been in a long time. And I was like, I need so little to have a good life. And it was then when I decided, I was like, I'm quitting my job and I'm selling all my shit and I'm gonna go travel. I was like, I don't know what the next step is, but like I don't really want to do anything else. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I did. And the thing is, like I knew I wanted a different life, and I knew that I was gonna have to take on some risk. And I realized if I was just everyone in my life was happy with me. No one was disappointed in me or embarrassed of me anymore. I wasn't being an f up, but yeah, I wasn't happy, and I realized that it was just like I had to listen to myself. Um, you know, the track I was on, to everyone in my life, it seemed like I was on perfectly fine track, but it wasn't what I wanted to do, and that was how I had to look at it. It was like, if I listen to you, am I going to end up like you? Do I want to end up like you? And it's like the answer is no. Well, then you should get on a different path.